Gonna be my oh shit. This is probably gonna be my final unedited video before I went back to making gaming videos because I probably can find ample time next week to be able to do that. But anyway, I wanted to talk about something that was close to my heart, and it's urban planning. Because I've watched a lot of content around it, gaming videos or just playing videos about you know things around how to build a beautiful and great city that everyone can live in. And I tell you, shit, Metro Manila is absolutely piece of shit because on one hand, you got slums, you got a very unorganized um, and very chaotic, housing in here. Uh, and they don't have proper sewage, proper water connection, proper electrical connection. I mean, you can look at that right now. I mean, can you tell me this is a great city with all of those like wires over there? Like we're living the worst condition. Plus, dog shit, literal dog shit being on the roads. And then on the other hand, you got subdivisions, cul-de-sacs, very cozy like place. I would want to live there. I actually love being in a subdivision, but like, again, I gotta realize we are in a hood, and I hope that one day I could live in that. And as much as people try to toughen it up, saying that just accept the way that you live. I accept that this. I'm not discouraging it. I think it's okay to just live this way. But I don't feel like this cannot be it because everyone should be living in a subdivision. Everyone should be living in like an apartment complex. Everyone should be living a dignified life, not in a very um, confusing and very brutally built city with not much of an infrastructure really built for it. It's and not only that, our roads were not just shit, they're also very poorly maintained. I've said this. Yeah, I've said this. Yeah, it's poorly maintained, and not because like not only is some of the roads not being asphalted, but also some of the roads have been have you know have literal water in them. Like, yeah, whenever I go out, there's literally like areas in which like flood or like rain was still in that piece of area even after months of it. you know uh, like they have not been able to get out of there, and it's just been there sitting, those rain waters, and also rivers, because as it turns out, uh, we pretty much almost get we pretty much just you know almost dump them with land because we are building too close to the rivers. Like, we are literally, what I'm saying is like we are how do you call this again? we're we are squeezing out every piece of land that we had just to build houses, and it's bad. Okay, because like floods became more of a problem because those rainwaters were always gonna be going, the rainwater, or like the rivers were always gonna flow in that direction. You can't really redirect it, or probably you will, but I don't know. Like, and like, you know and you got, I've seen this in SM Sukat, whenever I go there, you got a mall, and then besides it's just a bunch of houses in um, the areas along the kind of creek or something, and this is in the same area as the a mall. Like that, um which is like, to me, not more normal, because if you look at other major capital cities like Paris or Tokyo in Japan, they don't have this sort of problem. They were like very unified in how they built that city out. I mean, it's very chaotic, but still, I mean, very unified. They have a very well maintained road. And by the way, this our city was built for cars. Did you notice like we don't have that much of a transport really. Everything is just cars. It's every I mean, and their focus isn't to build, long-term railways or tracks. It's always been about, highways, or like essentially just a definition of just another lane, bro. Please just give me another lane on this one. We don't have a metro station. We don't have enough LRTs and MRTs being in there. Like, we only have three lines in one of the most densest areas in the country. Three lines of I mean, there probably more soon, but like three lines. That's insulting, because cities in this way should be built for, you know for public transportation. It should focus on the people, and yet we built cities for cars, while people, which by the way to me was a, kind of like a waste of land, because people were suffering here. Like they don't have housing really, or even if they do, again, they're living in the slums. you know a waste of land. They could have just, developed it into other ways. And again, I was literally praying that the government finally wakes his head up and said, "Oh yeah, I forgot. We should actually. I mean, because here's the thing, railways are actually a very efficient way of transporting people, because it discourages people from using cars or something like that. Because now they have a much more, kind of easy way to navigate through, and probably a cheaper way to navigate through areas instead of buying for fuel, just refueling. You know, you can just, road a railway, from here to like the work that you have. It's very efficient, and like it only needed minimal amounts of like trains, you know, or like energy. To me, this is the future. Like, we needed to actually started to build Metro Manila to provide as much trains, railways, and ways for people, and diverse ways for people to transport themselves, not just in jeepneys, but, again, focus on all of these things that can actually benefit a lot of people. And I hope that one day they can, really start digging through their heads and get through the ideas and how they will improve the lives uh, of the Filipinos. And it first starts with improving the and decongesting Manila, and rebuilt it in such a way that, it be able to have a very cozy and very open environment for people, and just overall, just be able to build it like Tokyo or Paris, just very uh, big, but also very dense, but also very great neighborhoods for people. Uh, you know, that's about it. That's I hope what will happen for the next, couple of years. They could plan Manila a little bit better and build a better city for all of us. So that's about it. See you.